What?
What are we doing?
Going on Haunted Mansion, and I was under the impression that only the 2 parks in the U.S. did Nightmare Before Christmas, but apparently they do it here too.
They don't do it in Disney World. They only do it at Disneyland. Hi guys, so we just got off of Haunted Mansion and we weren't expecting it, but they actually do dress up the Haunted Mansion for Haunted, or for...
I love how you say dress up.
They dress up the Haunted Mansion for Nightmare Before Christmas during like Halloween, which was really cool. There was a lot of things that were different than like what ours does. There's more like Jack and Sally and stuff, as you guys might see like in the footage that I'm gonna put in there, but there's definitely more Jack and Sally. And I feel like ours is more Halloween stuff. I feel like there's more stuff to look at in the one in California, but it was really cool to like see it different. It was all like pretty much in Japanese, so that was interesting. I couldn't understand what they were saying, but I mean, if you've been on the other ride, you pretty much get the full gist of what they're saying. But yeah, it was really cool, and I was glad that we went on it. We had a fast pass, so it only took us
Maybe 15 minutes.
Maybe like 15 minutes through the fast pass lane, and the regular line was probably like an hour at least. So it was really cool. I'm glad that we went on it. And what are we gonna do now?
I'm trying to go over to Tomorrowland and get some of the rides over there, like Star Tours, Space Mountain.
We're gonna go try to get a fast pass for Space Mountain. Hi.
Wish us luck.
Yeah, good luck. We were walking through Tomorrowland and we asked the lady, like, what is that sweet smell?
It
smells amazing.
Such a delightful
It
smell.
smells like the crunch berries from Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
That's how good it smells. And it's like all over in Tomorrowland. So we got strawberry milk popcorn. It smells really, really good. It's still warm, so we want to try it. We haven't tried it yet.
Well, wait for me. Cheers it.
Oh! It's a very light strawberry taste.
Yeah.
It smells a lot stronger.
It's got a good flavor though.
I like it though. It reminds me of caramel corn, and just where it has like a hint of a strawberry flavor. Hi guys. We are now on our second day of Tokyo Disney, and now we're actually in Tokyo Disney Sea. So now we're actually heading over to what ride?
The Raging Spirits, I think it's called. It's like their little roller coaster that they have here.
That like goes upside down, right?
Yeah, I guess there's one loop in it. We're gonna try and get fast passes for it.
It's very sunny right now.
Yeah, it's really...
I'm already sweaty.
It's a big change from yesterday. I'm sure you guys saw in the footage, it was nice and rainy out.
So yeah, not rainy today, but yeah, we're heading over to that ride right now. The difference between Disneyland and Tokyo Disneyland is they're still like on the old fast pass system where you can't do it like on your phone and stuff. Or at least we can't, because we can't get the Tokyo Disney app. So you have to go to every single little, like,
yeah, you have to go to the actual
booth.
ride to get the fast pass.
And so the ride we want to get a fast pass for is at the very back of the park. So now we're walking to the very back of the park to go get a fast pass before they all sell out. Because some of the rides yesterday in regular Tokyo Disney, we weren't able to get any fast passes for. And we're too lazy to actually walk and go get them, so yeah.
But guys, this park, if you have never been here, it's so cool.
It's really cool, it's really
It's
different.
it's kind of themed like ancient, like Italy. They have like gondolas and stuff. Really cool area.
It kind of reminds me though of Star Wars Land. That's kind of like what it reminds me of. Like this area over here.
Yeah, I can kind of
also,
see
if
it.
you guys have been to, what is it called? Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
If you've been to Galaxy's Edge, it kind of reminds me of that. Like, there's caves and stuff, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, there's a lot of walking here, and there's not really shade in this park. This one kind of reminds me of California Adventure, where it's like an open pier and stuff. So like he's gonna zoom over so he can kind of show you like what we're talking about, and then we're gonna head to the ride.
So right now we're kind of in the only shady area we've found, and it's basically underneath like a big volcano type thing that they're building. But you guys can see in the background all the buildings back there kind of look like, you know, Italy or Greece or something, and it's all overlooking like a water area. But yeah, pretty cool. You can see Tower of Terror in the background back there. We'll be going on that later.
But yeah, it's definitely not Halloween themed like regular Tokyo Disney is. This one has like no theming for Halloween at all that I've seen. But I will say a lot of people are dressed up here. So like they like to wear costumes here during Halloween. And I don't think they have like a Mickey scary party or not so scary Mickey Halloween party.
Yeah,
here. So anyone I think can dress up.
At like Disneyland, the only time you can dress up is during that party. But yeah, there's no parties or anything going on right now, but there's a lot of people dressed up.
They're really cool.
I've seen a couple people that I would have sworn were like Disney employees or cast members.
Like cast members that, you know, are
but they're not. They just spend a lot of money and get really good costumes.
Cool, authentic costumes. But yeah, we're gonna go walk to a ride. We're gonna try to find some food too. We haven't eaten anything. All we had was some Starbucks on the train, but we're off.
Off to see the roller coaster.
Okay, bye. I love this ride.
Now, time to set sail to find the treasures that await us.
So earlier we went on Raging Spirits and we had a fast pass for it. Well, as we were going into the fast pass line, two cast members came over to me and kind of pulled me to the side. And at first I thought they were like telling me to take my ears off for safety. And I said, okay, I'll take my ears off. Well, what they actually were telling me was that there's a like a harness for safety, they wanted to measure to make sure that like I would fit in the ride. And it's not because of like being plus size really, but it's because the harnesses like go over and click, kind of like if you've ever been on California Adventure, like the credit coaster now, but how they go over and like latch and just have to snap, you know, like lock in. So if you are big chested like me, which my chest is an H, so I'm a 40H, so if you have a chest that's large like mine, I still had about how much room?
You still had quite a bit.
I still had like quite a few inches, like I think about, what'd you say, like this much inches to like click down. But I will say though, if you are big chested like me too, like it has like that middle part, you can kind of like maneuver a little bit in there, but it was really, really uncomfortable. I don't necessarily like recommend riding it if you're really big chested. I thought it was like an okay ride, but like it was just uncomfortable. So I don't know, like maybe Disney should work on possibly having like one seat or something that has like a bigger, you know, chest harness so that you're not like, you know, stuffed in there, because at the one in California Adventure, I am a little bit stuffed in there, but not nearly as bad as I was like in this one. So
well, it's also just because it's Japan and everyone's
everyone here is really, really tiny. But it was really, really nice that they like pulled me aside and you walk like around the back away from everyone. It was very polite. So it wasn't like a big deal. Like they don't do it in front of everyone, you know, like they would at like Universal Studios for Harry Potter. Like there's a
right at
the entrance. They're like, hey, you need to come over here and check to make sure you're gonna fit. And so it's kind of embarrassing when you have to do it in front of everyone. They kind of just pull you aside, bring you like down this little path into like a cast member only area, and kind of, you know, give you your privacy, and they're very, very nice about it. And then they like measure to make sure you fit and everything, and they're like, okay, you're good, you're good. And they also give you like a little, like kind of like a little lanyard that has like a little card in it, and we read what the card said. What did it say?
It just said something about a survey and to give the card to a cast member at the front. But I think they were color coded because there's also a height restriction if you're too tall. I'm 6'2" and I was still a couple inches away, so it's probably like 6'5" or 6'6". But they were giving the tall people like a little green lanyard, and then hers was yellow. So I think there's like some kind of
like
color
bigger
coding,
and then like taller, basically.
Yeah, something.
So, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of throw that in there. They were really, really polite about it, and it was like a really good experience. So I would say, you know, maybe just be aware of that if you guys are coming to Tokyo Disney Sea. That's the only thing that I've had where anyone has said anything to me. And you guys know I'm pretty much a size 18, and so I fit in everything and I haven't been uncomfortable. That was the only ride that I've been uncomfortable in, and it was because of my chest. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that, just in case you're coming here and you're a plus size lady, or you have a really big chest, or if you're tall.
And hell, even if you have even if you are a guy watching, or you have a boyfriend, husband, whatever. I mean, I'm 6'2", I weigh about 205. I mean, it's hard for me to find a damn shirt here. I did end up finding one, but it was like I think it's considered their extra large.
Yeah, it's like an LL.
Yeah, usually I wear a large, like in US sizes.
But yeah,
and even
very short.
Even the extra large is pretty short, and I'm 6'2", so it's just another thing to keep in mind.
I did though, there's not very much plus size here, but I did find a plus size Little Mermaid shirt the first day we got here. I didn't mention that earlier. That was over in just regular Tokyo Disney, but I did see it here in Tokyo Disney Sea, and it's the only one I've seen out of all the shirts or merchandise that were in a different size. So on the hanger it says like small, medium, large, LL for large, like extra large, but then I saw one that has an F on it, which I'm guessing is like for like full figure, maybe
full size,
like full size. That's what I'm guessing that it means, but I tried it on and I definitely have room.
Hopefully it doesn't mean fat.
Or maybe it means fat, I don't know, but
that would be awful.
But just know that they do have like some stuff like that are in like a bigger size. It's just really, really far and in between to find it. It's hard to find, but like I said, I did find a Little Mermaid shirt that's super, super cute, but just look for the F on the hanger. We're actually on our way to go over to...
Well, we're debating on going, we're sitting in front of this Aquatopia ride.
Yeah, we're sitting in front of Aquatopia. It's like
Basically, it's like kind of like Autopia in Disneyland, where it's a set track.
but it makes it feel like you're kind of in the open water. But yeah, we're debating on doing this.
It kind of reminds me, we were talking, it's like on a set track, we think, because you can't control it.
Yeah, kind of like the
Luigi's Cars over in California Adventure and Cars
Yeah,
Land.
Cars Land.
So, and then we're talking about maybe doing this, and then possibly going over and doing Tower of Terror now.
But we're definitely doing Tower of Terror,
Yeah,
but we're just trying to
figure out like how long the wait is and everything.
figure out a game plan.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of waiting in lines, but you pretty much have to do that.
But we're at Disney, so you have to.
Yeah, and the thing is like the fast passes here run out really quickly. So if you don't get here right when the park opens, then you're pretty much screwed. And
the problem is they do have a Tokyo Disney app,
which I think you can get fast passes on,
but you have to be
in
like
a service of Tokyo.
Your phone has to be like registered in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be in the Tokyo area to actually be able to download the app. But it is available on like the iStore or Apple Store, whatever it's called. But yeah, we just have a regular, kind of like a fan-made app that they update with like wait times, and it does tell you like the times that they're giving out for fast passes, but because we don't have the app, you still have to go to the ride and get the fast pass, and it's just a lot of walking if it's in the opposite direction of where you're wanting to go.
So we only got one fast pass today, and these parks are freaking huge. It reminds me of Disney World. Like California Adventure is pretty big, but this is like 4 times as big as California Adventure, I feel like. It's super big. So it's a lot of walking. So make sure you have some comfortable shoes when you come here, because my feet are freaking hurting so bad already. And I'm wearing like my comfy Adidas, and my feet freaking hurt already. Like they've been hurting all day. We keep having to take breaks and stuff. But you can still enjoy it, just, you know, take your time. But let's go ride something.